something about pain. Something they never teach you. Something they don't want you to know. Your pain isn't just hurt. It isn't just wounds. It isn't just scars. It's a map. A map written in blood and tears and broken dreams. But a map nonetheless. Look at your hands. See those calluses? Each one is a coordinate. Each one tells you where you've been, what you've survived, what you've overcome. These aren't just marks of suffering. They're waypoints on your journey. Every time life broke you, it wasn't just breaking you. It was marking your path, drawing your route, showing you the way. You think your pain is random? You think your suffering is meaningless? You think your wounds are just wounds? Look closer. Look deeper. Look harder. Each betrayal taught you who to trust. Each failure showed you where to climb. Each loss revealed what truly matters. Your pain isn't punishment. It's navigation. Remember that first heartbreak? The one that felt like dying. That wasn't just pain. That was your map showing you what love shouldn't feel like. Teaching you what you won't accept. Marking territories you won't visit again. Remember that failure that crushed you. The one that kept you awake for months. That wasn't just defeat. That was your map showing you where your passion lies. What matters enough to hurt that bad? What's worth fighting for? Every tear you've shed, longitude. Every scar you carry, latitude. Every breakdown you've survived, landmarks on your journey. Your pain is speaking to you, has been all along. While you were busy cursing it, it was trying to guide you. While you were busy fighting it, it was trying to teach you. While you were busy hiding from it, it was trying to show you the way. Let me show you how to read this map. See that anxiety that keeps you up at night? That's not just fear. That's your inner compass pointing toward what needs to change. That's your soul's GPS saying recalculate. That rage burning in your chest, that's not just anger. That's your map showing you your boundaries. That's your spirit marking lines that shouldn't be crossed. That's your heart drawing borders that need defending. That emptiness you feel sometimes, that's not just loneliness. That's your map showing you what's missing. That's your journey pointing toward what you need to find. That's your path revealing its next direction. Every panic attack, checkpoint. Every breakdown, crossroads. Every rock bottom, base camp for your next climb. Your pain isn't random. It isn't chaos. It isn't punishment. It's the most honest guide you'll ever have. The most accurate map you'll ever find. The most reliable compass you'll ever hold. When people hurt you, that's your map showing you who shouldn't be in your life. When jobs crush you, that's your map showing you what path isn't yours. When life breaks you, that's your map showing you where you need to rebuild. Stop running from your pain. Stop hiding from your wounds. Stop avoiding your scars. They're not just injuries. They're instructions. They're not just trauma. They're transportation. They're not just hurt. They're highways to your healing. Your depression, that's your map showing you what needs to change. Your anxiety, that's your map showing you what needs attention. Your anger, That's your map showing you what needs protection. Every time you've been knocked down, your map gained another detail. Every time you've been betrayed, your map gained another route. Every time you've been broken, your map gained another path. The nights you couldn't sleep, pages in your atlas. The days you couldn't move, chapters in your guide. The moments you couldn't breathe, keys to your legend. Your pain isn't your enemy, it's your education. Your suffering isn't your burden, it's your blueprint. Your trauma isn't your identity, it's your itinerary. Let me show you how to read it. That heaviness in your chest, follow it. It's leading you to what needs to be released. That burning in your mind, track it. It's showing you what needs to be resolved. That ache in your soul, trace it. It's guiding you to what needs to be healed. Your map is written in a language only you can fully understand. Every tear is a word. Every scar is a sentence. Every wound is a paragraph in your story. The times you've been silenced, those are your map showing you where your voice needs to be heard. The times you've been ignored, those are your map showing you where you need to be seen. The times you've been dismissed, those are your map showing you where you need to stand your ground. Your pain isn't meaningless. It's meaningful. It's methodical. It's mathematical in its precision. Every loss you've suffered, coordinates on your journey. Every rejection you've faced, directions for your path. Every failure you've endured, distance markers on your road. Stop seeing your pain as punishment. Start seeing it as purpose. Stop treating your wounds as weaknesses. Start treating them as wisdom. Stop hiding your scars as shame. Start holding them as strategy. Your map isn't finished. It's still being drawn. Every day, every hour, every moment, with every tear, with every trial, with every triumph. The anxiety that paralyzes you, that's your map saying not this way. The passion that terrifies you, that's your map saying yes, this way. The truth that silences you, that's your map saying dig here. Your pain isn't just hurt, it's heritage. It's not just wounds, it's wisdom. It's not just scars, it's strategy. Let your pain guide you. Let your suffering show you. Let your trauma teach you. Because your pain isn't just your burden, it's your blueprint. Your suffering isn't just your story, it's your strategy. Your trauma isn't just your trial, it's your trajectory. This map, it's yours. Every tear-stained page, every blood-drawn line, every soul-scarred route. It's not a map to happiness. It's a map to wholeness. It's not a map to success. It's a map to significance. It's not a map to perfection. It's a map to purpose. Your pain is your map. Your suffering is your compass. Your trauma is your guide. And the journey, it's just beginning. The path, it's still unfolding. The destination, it's worth every step. Because this map, it's not leading you to where you want to be. It's leading you to where you need to be. Not to who you think you should be, but to who you're meant to become. Let your pain lead you. Let your suffering show you. Let your trauma teach you. Because your pain isn't just your wound. It's your way. Your suffering isn't just your burden. It's your beacon. Your trauma isn't just your past. It's your pathway. This is your map. Read it. Follow it. Trust it. Because it's not just showing you where you've been. It's showing you where you're going and who you're becoming. Every step of the way. Look at the atlas of your scars. Study the topography of your trials. Read the legend of your losses. Each sleepless night added detail. Each silent scream colored in the edges. Each hidden tear filled in the blanks. Your pain drew this map with purpose. Every line has meaning. Every mark has message. Every scar has significance. When the weight feels too heavy, that's your map showing you where to build strength. When the path seems too dark, that's your map showing you where to light fires. When the journey feels too long, that's your map showing you where to rest. The days you wanted to give up, milestones. The moments you chose to continue, monuments. The times you rose again, mountains you've already climbed. This map isn't just about survival. It's about revival. It's not just about enduring. It's about becoming. It's not just about making it through. It's about making it matter. Let your pain be your prophet. Let your wounds be your wisdom. Let your scars be your scripture. Because this journey, it's not about reaching a destination. It's about becoming one. It's not about finding your way. It's about forging it. With every step, every stumble, every rise, your pain isn't just your story. It's your saga. Your suffering isn't just your burden. It's your beginning. Your trauma isn't just your past. It's your prophecy of who you're becoming, of what you're building, of where you're heading. Follow your map. Trust your pain. Honor your journey. Because every step has purpose. Every tear has meaning. Every scar has significance. In the atlas of your existence, pain isn't the end of the story. It's just the beginning of your legend.